Motuis in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Nose. Tearing. Biting. Rugen fled north. Lucky son of a... Tavern hideout secret. Boss, Baldur's Gate, the Guild.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Breathe deep and move.
Well met. Living legend in the flesh. Slayer of specters, killer of kobolds. The pride of Baldur's Gate. So you know the stories. All true, I might add. Won't be long before they're telling new tales. Mind flayers, flying ships, dragon attacks. The legend grows. There's an old saying I just made up. To fell a dragon, you must chop off its head. These goblins are organized. It's no hamhead pulling the strings. We slither through their camp and off their leaders, quick as crickets. Did you see those tiefling kids back at the Grove? They should be chasing frogs, climbing trees, not training for battles they can't win. Those people look at me and they see a hero. Imagine how bad they feel if they were wrong. I've got business with Spike in the Goblin camp. Time I showed him what's what. And we free housing while we're at it. We need a cure, and he's got the healing touch. I've crossed blades with darklings and demons, and they've earned every last wound. You're not so scary. I bet you're hiding a smile under those scowls. Ah, there it is. I reckon I could mutter and mope about till the brain bug takes me. But the truth is, I feel fine. Better than fine. And I've no plans to stop fighting the good fight. Ah, that's the spirit.
Welcome to Joaquin's Rest. West, Baldur's Gate. East, El Turel. Smoke. Something's burning.
There's peace in this plane and beyond. Teachers care. He of the unsleeping eyes. Grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear. Steel our blades and temper our hearts for the battles in this life and next. He should never have been here in the first place. I'm the one that talked him into joining the Fist. A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
Moving in. I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
We'll never put this fire out. You're better off helping anyone trapped inside.
Cum mortuis in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Lirene! Farmer!
Finding husband Benryn inside. Door locked. Trapped. Fire. Inside. Room. Top floor. From Eltergard. Traveling. Sister's wedding. Dowry for sister in barn.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me! Almost.
Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of here? Right. I'll try to keep up.
Let's get going.
Miri. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me. She follows. Followed. Gone.
Thank you. She would have liked that. The gods won't listen to me. It's my fault she's dead. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here.
I'm sorry, Miri. I'm so sorry.
Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
Looks like there's a chest buried in that hay.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you. I need some time alone with her. To say goodbye.
Time to press ahead.
I'm trapped! Someone open this door!
The door gives way with a loud crack.
Let's move, quickly, before the whole place collapses.
Never wanted the easy path.
Fresh air. At last. Your training serves you well, child of Gith. I'm in your debt.
Counsellor, are you all right?
Takes more than mere fire to break me, Eva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the Manor and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counsellor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, Githyanki, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through?
I know Ravengard. The heart of a dragon.
Then you've much in common with him, Blade. For the Duke's sake, I hope you'll lend me your talents. Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Go. You should pick up the Drow trail with ease. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
Counsellor, you mustn't trust this so-called Blade of Frontiers. He'll talk himself up, weave a nice tale. But I know the truth. And truth is, he's no hero.
Seems the legendary blade is showing some tarnish.
I said to work!
So it is spoken, and so is it done.
That's Yeva for you. Always had to insist on the last word. The gauntlet never did have much use for me. Can't say I blame her. My father had connections. Got me assigned to a fist outfit. Wasn't much of a fighter back then. Just a thorn in their backsides. It wasn't a good fit. Ancient history, I assure you. The gauntlet can hold a grudge longer than the Chiontha. I won't be holding that against Duke Ravengard. The blade's been called to action. There's no turning back now.
Mortuis in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Gauntlet. Marilla. Flaming fist. Guarding the Grand Duke. Drow, goblins, had one in my sights, then darkness.
The corpse remains silent. She does not know.
Dead or dying.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
In nocte concilium.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Krug! Hunter! Absolute wants him. Take prisoners to Moonrise. Temple close.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
would have doubt.
Cum mortuis in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Lirene. From Sharth, before the Absolute. Archer, roof, should have seen.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Male.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Very well.
The ox tenses, horns lowered in your direction. His hide twitches, every muscle primed to bolt. He's terrified. The ox calms. His tail swishes a satisfied arc. The creature turns a piece of cud around its mouth, chewing contentedly.
With haste. Need to find a way forward. Virtus extientia! How much farther can I go?
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger! Little serpent, long shadow. Don't want to die. Little serpent, long shadow. Just say it. Oh, helms, orbs. I thought you were flaming fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you'd best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key. Said you could pass, didn't I?
Swift as my feet can carry me. Chuck. A cheap trick. Moving in.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean. Then your answer decides his fate as well as your own. So make it good. Trade with what? Your life was ours the moment you walked in here, but maybe I'll let you buy it back. I have a job needs doing. We've disarmed the traps. Come down.
Something over there.
You're dead.
I need only tell her it's a gambling pit. Have the ball.
Besides bleeding off, he misses the sun.
I'll see that my patron rewards you.
You don't want to keep Zaris waiting. Believe me.
There's no need for this. Free me now, and I'll...
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness. Let's say we're his patrons, yeah? Found him wandering the wilds alone. He needs protection. And if his paintings cover our costs, so much the better, eh? Are you looking to buy him? I'm open to offers, mate. Threats, not so much. These artsy tossers always have friends in high places. That's why they're valuable. But, yeah, might be we've drawn enough attention to this place. Take the money, bastard, if he means that much to you. That his crap would sell anyway.
I miss watching your artist paint.
I made a bucket of coins off him. When we get back to the gate, I'll take you to a museum.
They got paintings in those.
I can't say I've ever been bought before. How much did I fetch? No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value. Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oskar Fevras, at your service. A genuine pleasure. I'm in your debt, as is my patron. My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little, falling out. A noble woman of passion, refinement, and, as it turns out, quite ferocious temper. The latter I learned only after the engagement, when I told her I was in love with someone else. I made a timely retreat into the countryside, to paint and clear my head. To choose, I suppose. Indeed. One to split the very soul. But I dare not dwell on it any longer, lest I weep. And we have your reward to consider, once I have made my way safely back to the city. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you? Ease the discomforts of the road some. A hero to the hilt. Seek me out in the city, truly. Beneath my brush, you'll live forever. Until Baldur's Gate, then.
I miss watching your artist paint.
I made a bucket of coins off him. When we get back to the gate, I'll take you to a museum.
You look like a bad enemy to have. Glad I won't have to find out.
Pick up the pace! Not many can talk their way into a Zhentarim outpost. I could use someone with your skills. Interested in a job? Still am as it goes. Take it as a mark of respect. But right now, I reckon we're better off friends than enemies. You interested or not? Cleaning up? We had a steady operation going here. Then someone kidnapped a duke. Right on our bloody doorstep. The Flaming Fist will want someone to blame, and I don't plan to leave anything pointing our way. Some of our people are missing. More importantly, so is their cargo. Find them. Keep them alive if you can. Failing that, just bring that shipment back. Unopened. I'm offering hard coin, not idle answers. All you need to know is that I'm willing to pay a hideous sum to get it back. Unopened. Good. Backtrack along the road to the east and look for a wagon. Bodies, the usual. Time was. No one dared touch a caravan bearing our colors. Find whoever did this and remind them why.
You won't get any further this way, friend. Road's blocked up ahead. Rockfall in the ravine. Perfect spot for an ambush. I killed the biggest, ugliest one myself. My friends inside took care of the rest.
At ease, friend. The gnolls hit us hard, but this place is still safe. It's under Tyr's protection. Save your praise. The fight was a disaster. We lost 2 men to the gnolls, and they weren't even our target. In truth, we could use some help. Our mission is holy, but we need to rest. We're paladins of Tyr, sworn to protect those in need. He sent us here to hunt a devil. Kill the fiend for us, and we'll reward you well. She has the form of a tiefling, with a single horn. But she's an infernal being, straight out of the 9 hells. She slaughtered countless refugees. Yesterday she butchered an entire family. The mother had been pregnant. She led the gnolls we fought last night, so she can't be far from here. This is the Sword of Justice, blessed by Tyr. I've wielded it since I swore my oath. It's all I have, but it's yours if you bring me her head. This monster must be stopped.
If you want to go poking around in the cellar, be my guest. Plug your nose first, though. Corpse, half rotted to mush. Must have been down there a 10 day or more. It was a toll house. By the time we arrived, it was more like a slaughterhouse. There's more monsters than coin moving down this road. There's a locked door down the hatch. Doesn't look like anyone's managed to get in. If there's any gold left, that's where it'll be.
Need any supplies? We've less mouths to feed since the gnolls jumped us. Two. Both stalwarts of Tyr, sworn to uphold justice. Luck had nothing to do with it. This is our calling, and Tyr is watching over us. Hope you can make good use of it.
Hold up! One more step and I'll put a bolt through your eye!
Haven't tangled with a gift before, but I hear you're tough and disciplined. You looking for me? Hurt or not, I won't miss. Lung, heart, arse, or eye. Take your pick. Tell me what you're doing here. Now. Somebody fed you a crock of shit. And you swallowed the lot. Don't sweat it. The devils are tricky fuckers. They can't breathe without lying. Bullshit. I never killed anyone who didn't deserve it. Awful lot of people do deserve it, though. Don't you find? I guess they told you I'd bite the heads off babies and paint myself in their blood. Truth's not quite so exciting. Come on over, and I'll tell you the whole story. I'm a fugitive. Escaped from the Hells. And those bastards are trying to take me back. Really? You're serious?
As she winces, agony shoots through you, as if your bodies shared the same wound. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies, as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
Starka! What was that? You were inside my head. Hold on a minute. You were on that ship. With the tentacles and the worms. I didn't think anyone else had survived. I boarded in Avernus. That ship was my way out. You're lucky I did. The place would have been crawling with cultists if I'd stuck around. They'd have dragged us all back to Avernus. I was a prisoner, forced to fight in the Blood War, the eternal battle between bad and worse. Most souls in Avernus are just meat for the grinder, but not me. I held my own. More than. Turns out that I've got a knack for killing demons. And I enjoy it. And that made me a valuable asset. Devils don't like to lose their assets. A gang of cultists cornered me in an abandoned toll house not far from here. I took out a couple, but I need them all dead. Make them scream. I come with you just to see them bleed, but I'm too busy bleeding myself. I'll be here when you're done.
Never wanted the easy path.
In nocte concilium.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Vance. Toll collector. Jumped to escape. Broken.
Anywhere. Away. Safety. Gold. Basement. Locked. I fell. Dropped key.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Cum mortuis in lingua mortua.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Father, my children, good. Knowles, I was careless. The pact, power. Fallen Lady Zariel. Fear to survive.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Time to press ahead.
Any sign of the tiefling fiend?
Block the doors.
No, Trin. We're not murderers. I'm sorry we deceived you. I was a paladin of Tyr, but I broke my oath. May I ask, who do you serve? The world falls into chaos and the gods do nothing. Do you not think I prayed to Tyr? Begged him? When I lost my home, my family, Tyr didn't help. It was Zariel who gave me hope and a reason to go on living. Now I have the power to save others. And myself. But there's a price to pay. Without the pact, I'd be dead. We all would. Strength enough to slaughter those beasts outside, and almost anything else that gets in our way. A soul. Either my own, or that of the tiefling devil we're hunting. Her soul's already damned. She escaped from the hells. We just need to send her back. I understand. But if you see the fiend, be on your guard. She's dangerous. Any sign of the tiefling fiend? You damn all of us to save her rotten soul? Curse you!
Voco a vida!
Mondes volte che vi.
Magte virtute.
On the move.
Magte virtute. Yes.
Here we go again.
Gladius.
On cat's paws. Time to strike. My path be
This is good. Get it!
watching me.
Did you get the bastards? For now, but thank you.
Her mind touches yours. Gratitude, warmth, and relief. Then, a light, sharper than the truest blade, brighter than a star. It fills you with awe, forcing you to your knees. And from within, a winged figure steps forward, graceful and terrible. She places her hand on your cheek and smiles as she carves her name across your chest.
Kua ad vos non petrica. Zariel, fallen lady, defiled celestial, ruler of Avernus. I was her prisoner and her champion. She tried to break me. The paladins you killed were acting on her orders. She'll send more, and worse. I'm going from one hell straight into another. Home, to Baldur's Gate. I've got a score to settle. And what is it doing to me exactly? Barely felt a wriggle from it until you came along. Doesn't seem to have turned you into a mind flayer. Unless you've tucked your tentacles down your throat. I'll start worrying when it gives me reason to. I could use the company. But until I've shaken Zariel off my back, I'd only put a target on yours. My advice? Stay away from the city. When I catch up with the fuckers who did this to me, the streets will run red.
Swift as my feet can carry me.